Hello everybody and welcome back to Stargrinding with Remblob. This time talking about non-lethal things like anime and movies and probably the rest of my trip that wasn't me almost dying, but I am back. There's no one in my room right now, which is hype because I can record now. Let's do 9,080. Okay, let's do page 90 at 9,000. But anyway, yeah, I've been pretty good. I have some snacks with me. Dude, I don't know how to start. I don't know how to follow the peak of the series so far in my Not Defiance story, but it's good to be back recording on my own. A lot of stuff has happened that I can talk about, such as the fact that I saw the Mario movie yesterday. Not yesterday, that's actually a lie. I saw it 3 days ago. Yes. Saturday, and then Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Yeah, okay. I saw it 3 days ago. Opening day, and it's actually like good, which I actually did expect. I did have kind of high expectations, I guess you could say. Like I was excited for it, and not in the way that I was excited for like Cocaine Bear, where I'm excited for it to be bad and for it to be entertaining. I was genuinely excited for the movie, and I'm happy to say that the movie delivered. It was actually like pretty good. Obviously not, it's not Puss in Boots 2 level, but it's just like a solid, good movie. I feel like the more you played Mario and like Mario games, the more you'd enjoy it though. Because it has a lot of like little details that were just like really cool, especially with like the music. I was like, oh my god, that's like from Mario 3, and oh my god, that's from like Mario Kart, and like all that stuff. So if you're not as familiar with Mario, then it won't be as enjoyable, but it's like a good movie. I actually liked it a lot. And Jack Black Bowser, Seth Rogen Donkey Kong were peak. And even Chris Pratt wasn't bad. Like Chris Pratt Mario actually wasn't too bad. I like how I actually kind of liked how they did it. I can't really get into it without, I guess, spoiling the Mario movie doesn't really matter, but like if you were a big Mario fan as like a kid, or if you still are now, which I am, then you'll enjoy it. And then it wasn't too like, dude, oh my god, I actually it wasn't too like wink wink nudge nudge with like the references and stuff. It was actually like pretty tasteful, which I appreciated. That was one of the things I was worried about, was it would be like, I don't know, just super like cringe about it, about the references, but they did well. And the actual like movie looked pretty good as well. It's just like a great movie. If I had to rate it, I'd probably give it like a 7.5 out of 10. I definitely would watch it again. But yeah, it's just a great movie. The music was really good. I really liked Jack Black as Bowser. It didn't overstay its welcome. The story was nice and simple. And like, it was just a good movie. Like, dude, there's no way. Don't go into it expecting like Puss in Boots 2, which is like an 8.5 out of 10 for me, probably. Maybe even a fucking 9. But like, it's not that level, but it's like good. I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's just like really good. Dude, oh my god, I'm so bad. But yeah, that's what I've done of note recently. And the other thing is, this episode's probably gonna be pretty boring if you haven't watched the anime that I'm about to talk about for the next like 20 minutes. Called Hunter x Hunter. I've been rewatching it, and bro, it's actually like the best show ever made. It's it's actually like just the best show ever made, at least that I've seen. And right now, if you know Hunter x Hunter, like, I'm maybe halfway to the Greed Island arc. If you're in my Discord server, then you know about my freak out that I had over the Heavens Arena arc. And like, bro, I'm not gonna spoil it in case like people that haven't seen Hunter x Hunter yet listen to this, but like, it's just so good. I can like sing general praises about it. Like, I will say, it starting it off, it does kind of have a kind of slow start, but once you get like halfway through the first arc, once you get to the big tower in the Hunter exam arc, then that's when it starts getting like pretty interesting. So that's around like episode 10 maybe, which is still kind of a big commitment. You like, that's like an entire show almost right there. It is an entire show. It is like, I think Cyberpunk was like 10 episodes, so like it's definitely a commitment, but I only really had a problem with that on rewatch. But I think when I was watching it for the first time, this was 4 years ago, so I don't really remember my first experience that well. I just remember the super big moments. But I remember that I was never really bored by the first arc. It's definitely the weakest of all of them, because like, of course. But like, it's still really good. And it still has some like really good moments, and it sets up my favorite, I guess, rivalry in like anime. I don't know if it's really a rivalry, but like, it's like, it sets that up, and then the Heaven's Arena arc after that is like the climax of that. And dude, I mean, like I could say like character names, I guess. Hisoka is like one of my favorite characters in anime in general. So yeah, like Hisoka is like, I just get it turned me like into like a 15-year-old watching the show again, especially with the hype parts. Like, what the fuck is this song? What is, why does this exist? Well, anyways. Dude, it's Hunter x Hunter is just so good. It's rewatching it again. I think I know, like, my Hunter x Hunter is my answer now. When you ask me what my favorite anime is, because just like, I've never been. I've never been so hyped to see characters before. You know? Like, there's a this is a spoiler for my roommate who's going through Hunter x Hunter right now. I'm not gonna say the spoiler, but like, you know what I mean. There's a moment. You know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm actually just gonna shut up. But I'll just say I've never been so hyped to see characters again, because it's so good. It's just so good. And just like the York new arc is like and even like, I'm on the Greed Island arc right now, as I said. I wasn't really like not looking forward to it, but I remembered it as being kind of like, not necessarily bad, but like weaker than like the York New and Chimera Ant arc, which is in the middle of. So like, I knew I'd enjoy it, but like, I don't know. I didn't know if I'd enjoy it as much as like Dark Moon, you know, and like even Heaven's Arena, but like it's still like really good. Like I don't. It's if I could like talk about spoilers, I could. This could literally be like a 2-hour episode of just me talking about Hunter x Hunter. But we're not. That's not gonna be what this is. What rewatching Hunter x Hunter did give me the idea, and I think I am gonna do this, even though it'll take like a lot of time. Prior to starting to rewatch Hunter x Hunter, I made quite a big purchase. I bought all of the light novels for the first season of Monogatari, which is another one of my favorites. And like I've read the first 2 arcs. This all is cool. I've read the first 2 arcs. And what I'm doing with with Monogatari is I'm reading an arc and then I'm watching how the anime adapts it. So I did the Senjogahara first arc and the Hachikuji's first arc, and it's like really good. Like I only watched, it's like 5 episodes in total, right? And maybe like, you know what, I can actually check right now. I just pause right there. How many pages is the first volume of Dr. Monogatari? It's 234 pages. 234 pages and 5 episodes of an anime. And I went on a rant that was like 500 words. It like for now, Hunter x Hunter is my favorite anime because I haven't rewatched Monogatari yet. But that has a serious chance. Monogatari definitely has a serious chance of being like my favorite, especially reading the light novels too. That has the potential to give it like a serious edge. And this kind of also gave me the idea of rewatching everything that I've rated a 10 on now, which will take a while because I've given 4 shows in total, 4 shows only, a 10 on now, and those 4 shows are Hunter x Hunter, Steins Gate, Fate Zero, and Monogatari. So I have a lot of shit to watch now because I want to determine concretely once and for all what my favorite anime is. Because when I was asked this question recently, my answer would have been Steins Gate. And I think that's a very fair answer because Steins Gate is just like peak throughout. Whereas Hunter x Hunter does take a little while to get going. I think Steins Gate's like the perfect show, like the perfect like collection of episodes. Every episode is like really good. Like there's no like wasted space, I guess. I don't know. And we'll put that to the test. After this, after Hunter x Hunter, I'm gonna probably do Monogatari is gonna take the longest, so I think I'm gonna probably put that off, or like be reading it as I also watch the other stuff. But I think I want to rewatch Steins Gate again to see how much I enjoy it. So I've seen Steins Gate like 3 times. I have only seen Fate Zero once, so I'm excited to get back to that. And I've also only seen Monogatari once. So we'll see if Steins Gate holds up, because it is like really good, and it has like if I don't have like a waifu in like the parasocial sense, but if I were to pick a waifu, it would be Kurisu from Steins Gate. And it also has like my favorite main character in Okabe. So like, and it is also time travel, which I am like a huge fan of. So we'll see. We'll see. And another advantage that Steins Gate has over Hunter x Hunter is that it's done. Like Hunter x Hunter, like where the anime ends is pretty satisfying if you like view that as the end, you know? Like it definitely still sets up, not necessarily sets up, but it ends with stuff still like up in the air. It ends with like still some like loose threads that still need to be tied up, because obviously like the manga is not finished. So dude, holy shit. But yeah, Steins Gate just has like one of my favorite endings in anime. Like, I think my favorite ending in anime is still like the cliche like Code Geass answer. But like Steins Gate's ending is up there. It's probably like my second favorite ending in anime. Probably, maybe even my favorite, because like I really like how Code Geass ends. I like it a lot, but like a lot of Code Geass like in general was kind of just mid. So I still gave like the second season a 9, by the way, which just like shows how good the ending was. But yeah, just like Hunter x Hunter and Monogatari are like so good. It's insane. So on my on Mal, there's like a favorite like characters list, and you can only choose like 10 characters for your favorites. And I made like a rule for that list to make it like a more interesting list, where I could only choose one character per show. And dude, why does it end there? But anyway. So yeah, I made that rule to have like variation in shows. If I did not have that rule, literally all of the characters would probably be from Hunter x Hunter and Monogatari. Because Hunter x Hunter Hunter x Hunter, you have Hisoka, you have Chrollo, you have Kurapika, you have Killua, you have like those are like the main four that I really like. And then Monogatari, you have Kaiki, you have Senjo Gahara, you have Hachikuji, you have I'd probably put Ogi there, maybe, I don't know, but yeah, that's 7. That's 7 already. And then the other 3 would probably be Fate characters, or maybe like Okabe and Kurisu or something, and then like Kotomine from Fate. So like there's there's not a lot of spots to be to make like a list of like interesting. To make an interesting list, it'll just literally be all Hunter x Hunter and Monogatari. Now that I think about it, Araragi is probably going to be on there too. So like, oh my god, it would be a mess. But I like my choices for favorite characters on my list. I could say it like right here. Pull up Mal real quick. I know Okabe is my favorite. Is like my favorite. And they're also in order as well. Not people, characters. Okay, so it's Okabe, Kaiki, Hisoka. I guess I should say the show too. Okabe from Steins Gate, Kaiki from Monogatari, Hisoka from Hunter x Hunter, Johan from Monster, Asuka Evangelion, Lad from Bacano, Kotomine from Fate, Jotaro from JoJo. Why did that take a long time? Yui from K-On! It's just quite the tonal shift. And then Ray Taylor from a Isekai Yuri light novel that I read, which is I've actually never talked about it. I read like an entire light novel. And it was pretty good. I'll probably talk about it in a future episode, because it'll be more relevant there. Which does seem kind of confusing, because this is like an episode about anime, but it'll make sense when I mention it. Um, and also, I'm talking about like anime right now, not light novels. So, well, I guess I am talking about light novels because Mono's Japanese. But you know what I mean. Maybe. I don't know if you did. Anyways. Let's actually go from 0 now. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is like really good. I was worried that starting the York New arc would like absolutely destroy my work schedule, and it actually hasn't. Probably because this is like week 1 of school and stuff isn't really that hard yet. But yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, they're good. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to start this rewatch more. There are a lot of shows that I also want to rewatch and continue, because there's a lot of shows where I've only seen the first season, and I did want to continue, but I was just lazy, and so I want to rewatch him and then continue on, like Slime, like Mob Psycho, like ReZero. Yeah, I really want to finish those, so I have like a whole list. But I am glad that I did this Hunter x Hunter thing, because honestly, I read that fake, let's go. What is going on? But yeah, I'm glad I started rewatching Hunter x Hunter, because I was kind of starting to like fall off of like get bored of watching anime, because I have actually been watching quite a lot of anime recently, but none of them were like notable. Not none of them were notable, but like I've been rating a lot of things like 7s recently, so I've been kind of like on anime, but rewatching Hunter x Hunter has got me back into liking it. It's got me back into liking anime again, liking anime a lot again, because I watched this show called Licorice Recoil, which is like an anime, like John Wick kind of show, I guess. It's like action with like cute girls, and it was enjoyable, but there are a lot of things that I like didn't care for in the show. The stuff that I would want to talk about are spoilers though, so I'm not gonna talk about them right now. But you know, I still liked it. I rated it a 7. But yeah, there was that. There was also what is this other thing? There was also the Tatami Galaxy, which I also enjoyed. I enjoyed it. I actually thought it was pretty, like, really good. I'd give it an 8, but I don't know. the main like point of the show, the main like selling point, I guess, I found kind of boring. It did get interesting later on, which is why I still liked it a lot, but it was very like eh. And another thing is that it was not overhyped, but like it was hyped up a lot, so I had high expectations. So when it started to disappoint me a little bit, I was like, I don't really want to watch this anymore. And then another thing that I wanted to watch, that I started watching, but kind of not, I haven't dropped it yet, but it's on hold probably, is Beastars. I did start Beastars. I'm like halfway through this first season, and I like it. It's definitely very interesting, but I don't know. It's definitely good. I definitely like it quite a bit, but it's just, I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't in the mood for it at the point that I started it, but I definitely do want to watch that again. It's been on my list for literally like since it came out, so there's a lot of shows that I want to watch and rewatch again, so I'm pretty excited. Because Hunter x Hunter is like peak fiction. Dude, I'm gonna skip this if I die there one more time. But anyways, I think that's all the anime talk for today, maybe? Oh my god, I'm gonna have to learn this one. So I guess I can tell you about what happened during the rest of my spring break that wasn't me almost dying. I did mention that we went to Mount Hood with the Mirror Lake thing at the beginning, but yeah, I did go to Mount Hood, which was pretty cool. It's a very cool mountain. There isn't that much to do there if you're not like skiing or like climbing like the mountain, but dude, what is that? What is this gameplay, dude? Me on my way to make gameplay that doesn't sync literally at all. I'm skipping this one, I'm sorry. But yeah, there's this place called Timberline Lodge that we ended up eating at. Had a nice clam chowder, which was very good. Good, nice hot chocolate. But yeah, it was just basically that Mirror Lake hike and like Timberline Lodge, which was a cool place. And then after that, we went to a Kinokuniya, which is a bookstore in Portland, which what is happening? I'm skipping this, dude. But basically, we went to Kinokuniya, which is the bookstore that I got all the Monogatari books at. We saw a bunch of cool anime books that I wanted to get, but I had my heart set on Monogatari, so I couldn't. But yeah, that was really cool. I've never really been to like a proper manga bookstore before, because all like the stores in Hawaii are bookstores that also have manga, so it was cool to be in an area with just manga and like figures and posters and stuff. I saw a giant Totoro, which was cool. A giant Remblob, I guess you could call it. But what was it was kind of funny when we walk in the building and immediately we're greeted with like a bunch of like, I don't know if it was Genshin, but like something like that. Just a bunch of fucking like anime like girls on the walls. Oh my god. We are in that kind of place. So that was kind of funny. Then on the Friday that I left, we went to another Kinokuniya, which was a smaller one inside like a Japanese market, which was pretty cool. I was kind of tempted to buy it. It was like a Hololive VTuber, like, I'm not sure if it was a doujin, but the specific VTuber in question is known for being quite sussy, so I wouldn't be surprised if it was a doujin, but I did not get it, unfortunately. And I also, this was like, unironically, like one of the most hyped things about the trip for me is during planning we came across, or I guess we didn't really come across it. Carter told me about this food establishment called Hawaiian Time. which supposedly served authentic Hawaiian plate lunch cuisine. And I was unironically hyped to see how they would do, because I am kind of on like a side quest to find a place that serves like actually good Hawaiian food. And I will say it did do better than there's like a, I guess a cafe, that serves quote unquote Hawaiian food in Corvallis, and that was terrible. that was terrible. So I didn't really have high expectations, but it was not bad. I wouldn't call it authentic, but it wasn't bad. What plate lunches are is this the last level? Okay, no, it's not. If I don't know how to say. Plate lunches are usually like some sort. No, dude. What is this? This looks cool. I'm not gonna play it. But basically, there was it's like a meat of some sort, and then rice, and then this thing called mac salad, which is not salad. It's basically macaroni, like covered in like mayonnaise and like seasoning and stuff to make it like not disgusting, but there's that as well. What we got surprisingly fulfilled all of the requirements for a plate lunch. Cause like I remember Carter asked me after we ate if it was authentic or not, and I said no, but not necessarily because of a lack of ingredients. It just wasn't good enough. Because like authentic Hawaiian food, if you're talking about like not like native Hawaiian food, which is different. If you're talking about like the like plate lunch stuff, it's pretty easy to make. In terms of like ingredients and stuff, and like actual process. But if I had to give the food a rating, I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10. Maybe even like a 6. No, it was like a 6.5. Because it was, I still like enjoyed it. It still kind of tasted like home. But it was not up to the standard that I set. I will give it points though. One of the things that it had, which was Kalua pig, is actual like Hawaiian food, like native Hawaiian food. Which I was impressed by. What I expected to be there was like hamburger steak and like a local moco and like chicken katsu and stuff like that, which is stuff that isn't really Hawaiian, but like it's like Hawaiian comfort food, I guess. It's not like native Hawaiian. So I was kind of impressed by that. But overall, still, I would not go there again. But yeah, just going there, I love Hawaii and everything. But like, from going to like my friends' like home cities, and like I went to Seattle in Thanksgiving of last year, and I went to Portland to see Carter's house and everything. And in May, I'm going over to see another friend's hometown, and it just sucks that Hawaii's so fucking expensive to get to, dude. Because I think if I was able to take like my core group of college friends to Hawaii, it'd be like the best trip of all time. But I gotta live on a fucking island like 2,000 miles away from any other like part of America, so that just sucks. That's like a life goal. not a life goal. I hope it's not a life goal. I hope we're not like 50 by the time. Assuming that we're all still friends also. Like there's that element too. I would like to be able to do it before like you know what I mean? But it's just a lot of money. So oh well. Cause like a single round trip to Hawaii for one person is $600, which is the amount of money that I make in an entire month right now. So that's like not happening. And then you also have to think about like where they would stay, because my apartment is not going to fit 4 additional people. Maybe if I only brought like 1 or 2 people, it could be feasible like next year. But that's, I don't know. It just sucks, man. Like, it just sucks. But, oh well. It is what it is. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've been up to recently. I did not talk about my entire spring break yet, but I guess that's for next week or whenever I'll get to record again. So it's good to be back. I say this every time. I should definitely like, oh no. Hopefully that didn't just fuck up desktop audio. But it doesn't really matter, I finished like playing the game. But yeah, hopefully I get to a point where I can record this more often. But yeah, for now, I guess I'll say it's good to be back every episode, so there's that. But I hope that you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, and evening. I have been Remblob, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.